Rashad.
Yes.
Oh, I have to send you the updated link.
Oh, okay.
So I'm sending that as we speak, actually.
Oh, think I think we're there.
Oh,
Can you check your I think we're there.
okay. I just don't know what the title says.
Oh, okay. Um,
I gotta be
Let me
right.
stop it.
No,
Okay. All
I can just
right.
go in and update the title.
Okay. Got it. Bear with me just a moment. Okay. We apparently are now live. I'd like to say welcome to all of you that are watching right now, and welcome to those of you catching the replay. My name is Rashad King, and I'm the facilitator of Infusing Activism into Writing, a story to screenplay writing workshop for writers who want to make their voices heard through their work and make something that lasts. This iteration is hosted by Butterfly Noir, a 501c3 nonprofit organization. Their mission is to provide opportunities for marginalized voices. Butterfly Noir provides free and low-cost educational workshops, programs, and consulting services for artists that help them develop and publish creative content. To learn more, please visit butterflynoir.org. I'm so excited to welcome you into what I'm calling our season finale of Infusing Activism into Writing. This is our final session of the workshop, and it has been an honor to facilitate this space with these amazing writers. And I'm so glad that you were able to get a sneak peek inside our world and hopefully have been able to apply some of the things we've shared. Tonight's session is all about stories that stir something. All right. So we've spent the last several weeks diving into truth, into craft, into memories, into identity, into resistance, into imagination. And now we're actually at the part of the journey that no workshop can fully teach. And that's the moment when your story stops belonging only to you. Because every activist story, every story that stirs something, has two lives. The first life is private. It's the moment where a sentence shakes you awake. It's the scene that won't stop tapping you on your shoulder in the middle of the night. It's the whisper that you hear. You try to ignore it, but you can't. That's the life we've spent nurturing here. But the second life, the public life, is where the story actually becomes a force. It becomes a mirror. It becomes a ripple. It becomes a knife. It becomes a bomb. It becomes a door that somebody else walks through. And here's the truth I want you to leave with tonight. We don't write these stories because we want to be loud. We write them because something inside of us refuses to stay quiet. You might not change the world with a log line. You might not heal an entire system with a script. You might not topple anything over with a scene, but you can change someone's day. You can heal one wound, maybe even your own. You can shift the way someone thinks, the way someone breathes, the way someone votes, the way someone speaks, and the way someone shows up. And that's not a small thing. That is not a quiet thing. That is not insignificant. That is where movement work actually lives. One person at a time, one story at a time, one brave act of telling the truth at a time. And so I just want to ask anyone that's in the group, is there one takeaway that you want to share that maybe you've learned from the workshop that stirred something within you, or something that you will take away from the workshop that you will apply to your writing? Anyone can come off mic and just kind of, share.
Well, I would like to say, first of all, I am so grateful. I think I've said this before to be a part of this workshop. It was the workshop that I did not know that I absolutely needed it, or needed, needed it. Um, and so the one thing that I'm walking away from, Rashad, from this workshop, and last night I found myself doing a rewrite of a series that I had started prior to even joining this workshop. So I like to say, and then the project that I'm working on within this workshop, I even rewrote that because I suddenly grasp the showing, not telling aspect of writing. And when I went back and started doing my rewrite, I suddenly realized how amazing your writing can become when you show and not tell. And so I like that is just the one thing that I'm going to be walking away with. And I'm so grateful to have learned it. Um, in addition to being an activist, but then the writing and telling the story. So I really appreciate this. I'm going to show, and not tell, because a lot of my writing has been telling, and it's just so much more interesting when you show it and allow the reader to experience it as you have, taught us. So thank you.
I appreciate that. Thanks so much for sharing that, Trina. That makes me feel good. That is a golden rule. Show, don't tell. Of course, again, you have to tell certain things, but again, the way that you tell the story, the way that you actually, and what platform, because in a book you're telling, but when it comes down to screenwriting, you're showing because it has to be on the screen. So I'm so grateful that you're walking away with that. And again, finding your voice and being confident in your voice and standing 10 toes down on that thing because it's so important. So thank you for sharing that, Trina. It's been a pleasure to have you. Anyone else want to share something that they're going to take away from the workshop, something that they've learned, something they want to incorporate in their writing? Martin, sure.
Yeah, I would say that one of the big takeaways that I've really gained from this is just a set of tools for how to drill down and discover the kernel, the core of what my story actually is, why it's my story, why this story, why now, and how to ask myself those questions that really get at the nugget, you know. So
Beautiful.
yeah, I'll be definitely using that going forward. And
Beautiful.
more, but that's one of the main things.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that, Martin. Thanks for sharing. And we'll take one more from Charlie.
For me, so
Oh, sorry, Charlie, you muted.
yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes,
So
gotcha.
many stuff to say, so many stuff that I learned, but I feel like tuting is the 40 beats.
Okay.
That was
Yes.
like a haha moment. So it's like it's the structure of the story, and I was not able to finish my story. So I'm really grateful. And also the artifact, the object that we choose in the beginning, and you talk in one life, and at the end with the symbolism I was like, what? That was the purpose? And you use it at every scene, and I'm like, oh, now I can write description. Oh, they use the object. They are human. So I'm like, last week I was just like, and I wrote you because I'm like, I don't know what is the theory about it. And after I was like, oh, it's the Saint Graal.
Charlie, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yes, that object and that symbolism, it's so important. It's so important because it matches where you are and it actually empowers you to tell your story from a specific lens. So I appreciate that. And again, I'm so grateful, to have been in this space with all of you. I will say this. Here's the part that I won't teach tonight, and I want to be honest about that. No one can give you a formula for impact, okay? No one can chart the exact pathway that your story is going to take in the world. No one can predict who's going to be moved, who's going to resist, and who will actually feel, who will feel seen. That part isn't really teachable because that is lived, all right? But what I can tell you, and what I hope lands deep, is this: your story already stirred something in you. Now the world actually gets to feel it. They get to feel that tremor. They get to feel that earthquake. They get to feel the remnants of that. And it's not because it's perfect, it's not because it's polished. It's not because it's industry ready, it's not because it's because it's rooted in you. All right? In your courage, in your clarity, in your memory, in your identity, in your defiance, in your softness, in your loudness, in your contradictions. All right. Stories that stir something don't come from, being certain. They come from your own conviction. All right. So tonight really isn't an ending. It's just a passing of the torch, from the private life of your story into its public life. It's unpredictable and it's going into its most powerful next chapter. All right. So if you walk away with one lesson, let it be this: write like somebody will need what you're making long after you're gone. Okay. Create something like the community is watching. Speak to something like your voice is sacred, and pitch your stuff like your voice belongs in every room that you enter, because it does. So thank you for trusting yourself. Thank you for trusting your story. And thank you for stirring something in me, in each other, and in everyone who will meet your work after tonight. We hate that you missed this iteration of infusing activism into writing, and we hope that you join us for the next iteration. And unfortunately, for now, we won't be back with another live stream next Thursday. But for more live streams and for more workshops like this, and for others you may be interested in, please stay connected and visit butterflynoir.org. And please, if you're on Facebook, be sure to like the Butterfly Noir Facebook page at facebook.com/butterflynoir inc. That's facebook.com// Butterfly Noir INC. We appreciate you for tuning in tonight, and we'll see you the next time. Peace.